discovered yoga in college, and it just changed everything for me because I had a struggle with myself, the way I saw myself, the way I interacted with my body. I wanted to be skinny. I wanted to be a certain way that media portrayed women, but I didn't know anything about nutrition or exercise. And so I think I didn't have a very healthy relationship with myself. When I found yoga, it just changed everything. It was a way of being inside my body and loving it from the inside rather than the outside. And for me, that just made a whole huge difference. It changed the way I saw myself. It changed what I felt was important to do in a day, the rituals of my day, my daily routine. It changed how strong I felt. So it wasn't about being skinny anymore. It was about being healthy. It was about looking after myself. And those were things I had never really learned before growing up. So I think that was very life-changing for me. And it sort of became a hobby. And even though it was a hobby, it became more and more of the obsession of my life and my passion. And so eventually it was even a shift into yoga became my career. So I think I'm very lucky to have found something I love that is so good for me also at the same time. It's been a really it's just been a path that was sort of I had to make for myself. It was an unbeaten path. When I started doing yoga in Bangladesh as a teacher, that was like 20 years ago. There were no other teachers here, so I had to go to Thailand and India, and I went to South Africa. I went searching for teachers from whom I could learn, and that really made me strong. It pushed me outside my comfort zone. I had to go be alone in places and communities I wasn't familiar with. But it gave me so much experience and knowledge that I had something to bring back home and share. So I loved that. But I had a career, I studied really hard and did all the right things as a kid. And then I was a banker, and then I had a career in development. So to leave a career that's kind of a fixed path and do something like yoga that people don't necessarily even value in our community. They don't value things like fitness and sports, especially women are not encouraged to do anything embodied. So that was moving away from what was expected. It was also moving away from what was safe and secure. But my heart was really there. I worked in development for many years to try and help people, but I don't know if I really saw the impact I was looking for. Whereas in classes, I could see right away people have these transformations. Things are changing for them. So to be in a position to give people the tools to improve their life, that was very special for me. I guess it's because of this kind of feedback and the interaction with the community that I got the courage to move into this full time. Over the years, the community has grown and grown and grown and grown till now where we do the Flow Fest and 20,000 people show up to do yoga on a mat. I'm very happy about that. I think everybody should learn how to look after themselves, and it doesn't have to be yoga, but they should all find a way that they can use their body and break a sweat and feel really good and exhaust themselves. These are really important things that we all need to do, especially women. In a city like Dhaka where there's not that many spaces to go out and be active, where we're really tied to our computers and we're living in an urban world and there's a lot of traffic, it's very important that we take care of ourselves and that we honor the temple in which all of our experiences are taking place. So I think for me, finding yoga was a gem, and I want to help other people find what works for them. I guess the challenge in being an entrepreneur or a leader as a woman or a very good yogi is the same thing. It's the discipline. It's that consistent waking up every day and doing it. Sometimes you just don't feel motivated. You're tired, you're, having a fight with your colleagues, you're facing some challenge that you don't know how to overcome. but you show up anyway. I think yoga, the biggest learning for me was the discipline it gave me, and being able to have that practice has also translated it to the other aspects of my life. আমার সব বন্ধুরা বলবে, if there's anything about me, it's that I am disciplined. Once I go after something, I will just keep going at it. And that's helped me a lot. And I think it's very important for everybody to be very disciplined about taking care of ourselves, because we also self-sabotage a lot. We have a lot of behaviors that hurt ourselves. And if we are hurting ourselves, who's going to look after us? We have to learn to treat ourselves with a lot of compassion and care and discipline. I think there's two parts. One is the search. We have to find what is our sparkle. I didn't know yoga until I was in college. So if I hadn't kept looking, maybe I would never have come across it. I didn't think I was athletic. I didn't think I was strong. So I do encourage everyone to keep looking till you find that one thing that just makes you smile. And then once you find it, don't let it go. So many challenges come up. You have a baby, you get married, you have a job, you have health issues, you have parents to look after, like depression, you go through things in life. But whatever it is that brings you joy, hold on to that. That is the most special thing you have. You gotta hold on to that. And what helps is if you can find people who love it too. In communities, we can hang on to things more easily than alone.